I didn't really think about being an artist. I just liked drawing and I liked scribbling, and I had a little pad that I got to scribble on, and I guess it just worked naturally that I just liked drawing, and I just loved drawing all kinds of things, especially for some reason I drew flying things. I liked flying animals, flying houses, flying cats, and I did a whole bunch of drawings on that, and I think my mom thought that was kind of strange. And I went to the school counselor, and the school counselor just thought, well, it was just fine as long as I didn't continue it. Originally, I just found that doing the face was just something to focus on until I got my own little style. Originally, they were extremely just scratchy, and I just thought, well, let's just do a face until I kind of developed my own style. And so now it's kind of a scribbled face, and the scribbles have spread into, like, there's several large abstract paintings and other figures. But that's what I did, and when I had my first show, I it was interesting that people didn't really buy the large abstracts, which I thought they would. They wanted the heads. They liked the heads, and of course a lot of the heads were kind of portraits of my friends, and people wanted portraits of themselves. So that's why it's just so funny how that kind of happened. You never know what to expect. And I started in my backyard, and then I just one day said, well, I'm gonna make some sculptures, and I started messing with concrete. And then what's happened is I just kind of evolved and just loved it so much that now I'm kind of going sculpture crazy. The size of this going across the sky, and I'm trying to do the same, kind of have the wire as the structure on the outside, and then the former body parts become kind of almost just abstract shapes on the inside. I got to figure out how to hang it and balance it, of course. So I'm just kind of somebody asked me to describe what I was doing, and I kind of said, well, it's like I'm distracted, and I had to have a full-time job, and I've got 2 kids, and my living room became my studio, and so I do my artwork at from 5 o'clock until 8 o'clock in the morning, and then on the weekends, because I've got to go to my full-time job. And so I just called it distractionism, because I just start tripping out and drawing, and I work primarily off the figure, and then sometimes it just goes completely abstract with the line. It's just all scribbling in line on top of line, and I use a lot of layers of paint and gel and gesso and all kinds of stuff.
And John got his start actually in the Santa Fe art scene by doing a poster of Barack Obama for the Acequia Madre art auction. It was such a unique and different type of imagery in a town that sees art every day that people were taken by it. Over the course of my 30-year life in art so far, John is truly one of the artists that is most authentically an artist in his soul. His work is very reminiscent of the German Expressionists. John, however, calls himself a distractionist. So the German Expressionists would use bold lines, irregular paint surfaces, just as John does. They didn't care about the surface of the painting. They didn't care about the beauty, making a beautiful painting, but they did care about getting the expression across. That's why they're called the Expressionists. I do believe that it's pretty appropriate for him to call himself a distractionist. I think that he is distracted by his own thoughts as he's creating each painting, and that adds to the authenticity of the experience.
I'm trying to do that. It's all kind of based on the figure, and I'm trying to create kind of an energy on the figure. I don't want to just do realism. I want to do, I love expressionism, obviously, and anything that's kind of the process is part of the body, and all the different shapes and the lines. And I'm trying to get this, it kind of to build up into this kind of frantic energy, because I feel like that's what I see.